From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Thursday morning. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to have another couple gloomy days ahead of us, but that pattern breaking apart as we head into the weekend. Showers likely for Sunday, not so much for Saturday. And in spite of that, high temperatures mostly staying mild over the next 7 days. Right now, you're taking a live look at Ellensburg. Some of that mist out there for this morning. This view coming courtesy of our Central Washington Outdoor.com camera. You can see the rodeo grounds off in the distance. And the fog situation remains the same. It's remained the same over the past hour or so now. It continues to be in and around the Kittitas Valley, also around the Blue Foothills. And so far, so good for the Yakima Valley and for the lower Columbia Basin. Temperatures not feeling all that bad out there. 43 for the Tri-Cities, 42 for Sunnyside, 41 for Yakima. Your hourly forecast for this Thursday for the Tri-Cities. If we do end up seeing fog develop, probably going to lift around 9 a.m., but we're still going to be stuck underneath that layer of stratus clouds. So it's going to be another gray, gloomy, and mild day with high temperatures getting into the 40s and 50s. And we'll talk about how the fog's going to end up ebbing and flowing over the next couple days coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead, Sunnyside may be looking to cut costs by changing how emergency calls are handled. Coming up, why city leaders say consolidation could save money.
And a Franklin County commissioner is revealing that his family received death threats, what he's sharing publicly, and how law enforcement responded. Straight ahead. All these stories and more is coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jade Elliott. Thanks for being with us this morning. A lot to get to this morning, including we are live in Santa Clara.
Yes,
we're going to check in with Derek Dice from our sister station ahead of the Super Bowl, but we have a lot of news to get to as well.
And we do want to start with local living, where the city of Sunnyside is beginning discussions about consolidating its dispatch center with the Yakima County Sheriff's Office.
Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia reports that the conversation comes as the council examines more affordable ways to operate the service.
Sunnyside Police Chief Robert Lehman says during a recent City Council study session, he was asked to seek less expensive options to run the city's dispatch center. Lehman says he checked with 2 dispatch centers and found consolidation would be cheaper.
So this year there's $842,000 budgeted. That's without the Toppenish income and without the 2 employees that we had to lay off because of losing the Toppenish contract. New costs with consolidation is with the sheriff's office. It's about $250,000 a year.
Lehman says if the city consolidates with the Yakima County Sheriff's Office, it would still need 2 jail reception staff members because dispatch enters warrants and no contact orders.
And then we'll have to add 1 corrections officer. And the reason for that is those of you that have been to dispatch is surrounded by the jail. And so that person in that horseshoe up there opens all the doors electronically and also monitors the radio traffic of the jail.
Lehman says if the city keeps the dispatch center and hires 2 people for the vacant positions, those hires could potentially be laid off within 2 years. A decision, he says, is not in the city's hands.
Because the county is working on consolidating dispatch in the next 2 years. So that's already in the works. So if we hired somebody, the potential of them getting laid off in 2 years is likely. So it would be hard for me to sell that position to anybody, or we can make the transition now. And just a little history on the consolidation of dispatch. Yakima County is the only county in the state of Washington that does not have a consolidated dispatch.
Deputy Mayor Julia Hart and Councilmember Karen Vasquez, who is also part of the city's Public Safety Committee, says they agree with starting the process to consolidate.
The agreement of we would think that doing the transition now would be most effective for us as a city. So that was our recommendation to council.
I think that we should move ahead with this. It would be my recommendation that it looks like we've done a lot of our research. We've done a lot of our homework on this. And I think we should give the chief the okay to move ahead with it, to make this, to consolidate with the Yakima County and save ourselves some money.
Lehman says switching over would ultimately save the city about $200,000 a year. He adds there would be a $15,000 in one-time cost to get the radio transmission to reach Yakima. Reporting in Sunnyside, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
And the council as a whole gave Lehman the green light to go ahead and move forward with his plan.
And Lehman says he predicts the city could be transitioned by April and would provide the council with the contract from the sheriff's office once he gets one.
6:05 now, and during yesterday's Franklin County Commissioners meeting, Commissioner Stephen Baumann revealed that he and his family had been the target of a death threat. Baumann told commissioners that that threat came nearly 2 years ago, just days before Father's Day. He says he reached out to multiple law enforcement agencies for help and was told by several, including the FBI, that the threat was credible. Other Franklin County commissioners voiced their support, thanking Baumann for speaking out and condemning threats against elected officials. Following Baumann's remarks, the Franklin County Sheriff's Office also issued a statement clarifying its findings. According to that statement, the Franklin County Sheriff's Office, Pasco Police Department, and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms all reached the same conclusion, that there was no specific threat to the commissioner's safety.
6:06, and turning now to Your Voice, Your Vote. The Zillah School District, like many districts across the state, is asking voters to renew an existing levy. Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with the superintendent about why the levy is critical for the district and students.
The Zillah School District is asking voters to approve a replacement educational programs and operations levy. District officials stress this is not a new tax, but a renewal of the current levy that helps pay for everyday school expenses not fully covered by state funding. If approved, the 4-year levy would run from 2027 through 2030 at an estimated rate of $1.94 per $1,000 of assessed property value. But Superintendent Doug Berg also wants to clarify the measure is a levy and not a bond.
Bonds and levies are separate. Bonds are for buildings, and people get mixed up with that.
Berg also adds that the proposed levy rate is actually lower than the district's previous levy in 2022.
When we ran our last 4-year levy, we estimated about $2 per thousand, so we're actually lower. It will raise more money because our assessed value has went up since then, but we do believe it's right in the middle of the road.
District leaders say that without voter approval, the district would lose both local levy dollars and the state match. Even so, Berg says the district remains mindful of the financial burden that's put on voters.
You're able to go up to $250 per thousand to ask voters for, but we don't believe that's something that we could do. We wouldn't want to do that. We're still paying down a bond on our high school, and there's other things we need to do in the district later.
Levy failures often come with big consequences, and that's why the superintendent tells me that this is something that the school district does not take lightly.
This is one of the things that keeps superintendents up at night. If you pass a levy, if you pass a bond, those are things that you really worry about. It's something we don't take for granted. I'll be at the election office on Tuesday night next week, and I'll be as nervous as anybody there.
District leaders say levy dollars make up as much as 15 to 20% of the district's annual budget, and are essential to maintaining programs and services. Ultimately, they say the decision now rests with voters. In Zillah, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
And voters will have the final say next Tuesday during the February 10th special election, and we'll of course keep you updated.
All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up, the excitement is building as Super Bowl Sunday is right around the corner. And this morning, our Derek Dice live outside Levi's Stadium with all the action leading up to kickoff. We are taking you to the Super Bowl coming up after the break.
But first, our Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your first alert weather forecast, and he's talking about this mist on the camera maybe, and maybe we could be seeing more fog. He's going to break it all down in just a few minutes.
Brace your taste buds. Don't miss out on the new DQ $6.99 Flamethrower Chicken Strip Basket. A spicy, bold heat, served with a side of our cool, sweet DQ soft serve as a dip. All for just $6.99. Plus, try a sweet, spicy sip of lemonade made with tahini. It's the new Spicy menu for a limited time, only at DQ.
Are you ready? Welcome to Jewelry Design Center. Locally owned, nationally recognized. Are you ready to be blown away? To be amazed? To be inspired? Are you ready for endless possibilities? An experience like no other. Jewelry Design Center. We want to be your jeweler for life.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1 hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
Put your moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease in check with Rinvoq, a once daily pill, and it works differently.
I got rapid relief at 2 weeks with Rinvoq. Check.
It helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check.
And I got lasting steroid-free remission. Check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50+ with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Drs. Kopstein and King for a free live webinar today at noon and find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
Saturday primetime. Rockets, Thunder, Warriors, Lakers on ABC.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Our forecast will continue to be gloomy over the next couple days. Another check-in on the fog, and once again, it's around the Bluefoot Hills, also for the Kittitas Valley, but elsewhere so far so good, although we're still definitely going to be trapped underneath that layer of stratus cloud, so it's going to end up being another gray day out there. The fog that is developing for this morning will mostly lift around 9 a.m., 10 a.m., and then for tonight, it looks as if it's going to be deep into the overnight hours. That's probably when the fog's going to redevelop. And once again, the best ingredients are going to be in the Bluefoot Hills and also for the Kittitas Valley. And then again, for tomorrow morning, around 9 a.m., 10 a.m., that's probably when the fog will end up lifting. Okay, here's that zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast. We start off in the Cascades, where high temperatures are going to be in the 40s. If you want to see sunshine for today, go up into the higher elevations for both the Cascades and the Blues. And then in the Kittitas Valley, going to be socked in with clouds. High temperatures in the mid-40s up and down the valley, around 50 degrees up and down the Yakima Valley. Then for the lower Columbia Basin, upper 40s to low 50s. For the Blue Foothills, mid to upper 40s, and then for the highest terrain of the Blue Mountains, we're going to run the gamut from the 40s all the way to the 60s, low 60s for Ukiah. That'll end up feeling pretty nice. That's going to be about 5 to 10 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. But as we head into the weekend, this pattern is going to break apart. Showers looking likely for Super Bowl Sunday. We'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
All right.
And keep it here because we're going to have some Super Bowl coverage still ahead and your entertainment news. But coming up after the break, Josh is going to break down that First Alert full weather forecast. It's all coming up in just a few minutes.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because we know it's more than a new home. It's really him. It's a new journey.
Welcome to the neighborhood, Jordan.
Thanks, guys. Whoa.
And when you feel protected, you can dream fearlessly.
Go long.
Bundle home and auto and save up to 40%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
just in time for Valentine's Day. It's the Apple Valley News Now Love and Bloom giveaway, where one lucky winner wins a love collection, including a beautiful flower arrangement and more from the Flower Bar, and this spectacular jewelry from Jewelry Design Center, plus a $200 gift card to a local restaurant. You can make somebody's Valentine's Day extra special. All you need to do is enter to win today and every day on the contest page at applevalleynewsnow.com. From the Flower Bar, Jewelry Design Center, and Apple Valley News Now.
Why wait? The President's Day sale is here early at all Walker's Furniture and Mattress stores. And for a limited time, we're doubling down on discounts. It's the perfect time to refresh your space and save big so you can make the most of your tax refund and find a deal you'll love. Plus, with special 5-year financing until 2031, you can get that new theater sofa, dining set, or bedroom set and pay over time. On now at Walker's.
These are Apple Valley News Now cruisers, and they go where news happens.
I'm reporting in Kenwood. In Walla Walla. Reporting from Granger.
One television station leads the way with local news you trust.
We are Apple Valley News Now, and we're on your side.
Always on your side.
Next live, Leah Michelle from Broadway's Chess and beach destinations for less.
Walking along the beach. That is nice.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Showers looking likely for Super Bowl Sunday. Not as likely for Saturday, but here are the culprits, okay? We have a couple different storm systems off in the Pacific. This one is going to fall apart as it gets closer to us, but storm system number 2, this is the one that's going to end up impacting us as we head into the weekend. So here's what that's going to end up looking like in the Yakima Valley. Low-end chance of a shower for Saturday, but then about a 50-50 chance of some rainfall by the time we get to Sunday. And then into next week, once again, the forecast, unfortunately, going to go dry. Okay, here are some of the rainfall totals that we are expecting from 4 p.m. on Saturday to 4 p.m. on Monday. Between 1 inch to 2 inches of liquid water up in the Cascades. I mean, that's all fine and all, but we need snowfall up in the mountains. We'll talk about the snowfall in just a second. But in terms of rainfall for lower elevations, around 1/10 of an inch for the Kittitas Valley, a little bit more for the Yakima Valley, for the Blue Foothills. It doesn't seem like a lot. This is the most rainfall we've had in quite some time. Okay, now on to the snowfall for the mountains. From 4 p.m. on Sunday to 4 in the morning next Thursday, 3 to 4 inches of snow for White Pass and Snoqualmie Pass, 4 to 5 inches of snow for Oregon 204 at Tollgate. We need a lot more than this. That's the bottom line, and we'll have a lot more to say about that with your climate numbers coming up tomorrow. Okay, let's talk about the temperatures now. In spite of the forecast moving and shaking, it looks as if the temperature is not going to do all that much. We'll continue to keep it pretty mild. 40s and 50s for today, and then overnight lows are going to drop down into the 30s. Some of us are going to be around freezing. 31 for the Yakima Valley, 32 for Ellensburg. And in terms of high temperatures, the fluctuations are going to be a lot more dramatic for the Tri-Cities, but in the Yakima Valley, spanning anywhere from 47 to 51, which is about 3 to 7 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. Then in terms of overnight lows, definitely a jump up in overnight lows from Friday night to Saturday night, but then trending a little bit colder as we head into next week. Okay, here is 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Gray and gloomy for the next couple days. Small shower chances Sunday, then rain likely, or small shower chance Saturday, I should say, then rain likely Sunday. For Yakima, breezy with a small rain chance on Saturday, looking wetter for Sunday. For Ellensburg, foggy starts to the next couple mornings. That likely breaks up with the rain this weekend. Then for Hermiston, dry and mild through Saturday, then a 50-50 chance of rain on Sunday. And finally for Walla Walla, gloomy through Friday, maybe a shower for Saturday, but wet weather looking likely for Super Bowl Sunday.
And talking sports now this morning, the big topic that everybody's talking about, Super Bowl Sunday, Seahawks Super Bowl Sunday is almost here.
That's right. My buddy Derek Dice from our sister station in Spokane joining us live this morning from Santa Clara, California. Hey, good morning, Derek. So what is your score prediction for the big game, or should I say, how much are the Seahawks going to win by?
You know what?
I'm a little worried about how confident a lot of the Seahawks fans are in this one, especially about what happened last time we played the Patriots 11 years ago in Glendale. So we'll take a win any way we can get it. Now, we're here outside of Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Yesterday, we were about an hour north of here in downtown Spokane. Let's show you some of this video now at the Moscone Center. That's where the NFL fan experience was taking place. A lot of fun stuff going on there. Fans could come in, they could run 40-yard dashes, kick field goals, they could even pose with a Lombardi trophy if they wanted to. And all the Seahawks fans that we talked to at the fan experience were very, very confident in the Seahawks' chances. Let's take a listen to what they had to say.
I feel like it's going to be a blowout. I mean, the Patriots aren't that good this year. I feel like our Seahawks are definitely way better, and I feel like it's going to be a blowout.
I think it's going to be a little BTA, if you know what I'm talking about, a little 24-10. I think it's going to be low scoring. I think it's just going to be a little ground running game, slow clock management. I think we're going to take care of it.
I think the Seahawks will win by 11 points. 11 points. 31-20? Something like that, I think. Or even a 28-17.
I tell you what, 28-17 works for me. I think that'll work for most Seahawks fans as well, whatever they got to do to bring the Lombardi Trophy back to the Northwest. Now, coming up in our next half hour, we'll talk a little bit more about Super Bowl 49, that devastating loss to the Patriots 11 years ago, and how a lot of fans are actually excited for this matchup, for the chance to avenge that. But for now, in Santa Clara, I'm Derek Dice.
Oh, you know, this will be the comeback.
This is it. This is.
I know it with my vast sports knowledge.
You're such a sporty spice, aren't you?
Exactly.
I know, and I love the vibe check too. You know, we're hearing that 60% of the fans that are attending the Super Bowl are going to be Seahawk fans.
Oh, there we go. See?
And so a lot lot of 12s showing up.
That's positive energy, and then it's going to, you know, it's all going to work together.
Exactly.
And we're going to win. And I like having a team that could win, you know, because Cowboys by default. But hey.
You love being on a winning team, don't you? I
love it.
All right, we'll check back in with Derek in our 6:30 half hour in just a bit. But still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, Barry Manilow postponing his Vegas show to focus on recovery after lung surgery. While the Crown star Claire Foy reveals why she's been overhauling her diet. We'll have the latest from Hollywood in your entertainment headlines after the break.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Madam President, it's about the sale at Denver Mattress. Walk with me. We need to get the word out, and fast. Early reports show the more you buy, the more you save. In English, that's $100 off every 1,000 you spend. And Tempur-Pedic, save up to $500 on select mattress sets and get a $300 gift. I'm still gonna need more, people.
We've got 60 months no interest and free shipping.
Now we're talking. This is an all-hands-on-deck scenario, people. The President's Day Super Sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
Clear out clutter and help build homes right here in the Tri-Cities. Tri-County Partners Habitat for Humanity is hosting our Fill a Truck event at the Richland Habitat Store on March 13th and 14th from 11 to 4 p.m. Donate gently used furniture, appliances, building materials, home goods, and more. Every item sold at the Habitat Store helps fund affordable homes for local families, plus free French fries and local vendors at the event. Let's fill the truck. Your donations build homes.
Good Shepherd provides the most up-to-date orthopedic care available. Our team of experienced board-certified surgeons and podiatrists are capable of fulfilling your orthopedic needs. Services include precise joint replacements, sports medicine, all orthoscopic shoulder and knee repairs, fracture care, hand surgery, and foot and ankle care. We are here to help you with your pain and maximize your body's performance and function. Good Shepherd Orthopedics in Hermiston. Patients first, always.
Skiing with incredible views. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment news, Barry Manilow has announced a postponement of his Las Vegas shows because of health reasons.
The 82-year-old just had surgery to remove a cancerous spot from one of his lungs in December. Manilow now saying he will use this time off to help ensure that he is fully recovered. So anyone who bought tickets for the shows in Vegas will get a full refund from the place of purchase.
In a statement on Instagram, the singer-songwriter said he's been exercising and working in the studio, which he describes as, quote, fantastic. Manilow is scheduled to start his 2026 arena tour on February 27th in Tampa. It ends on April 29th in Duluth, Georgia.
And in more celebrity health news, actress Claire Foy said she was forced to overhaul her diet after discovering she'd been living with parasites for years.
Oh my.
Ew.
Yeah, speaking on the Table Manners podcast, the Crown star said she kept losing weight and didn't know why. Well, doctors later found parasites. She believed that she picked them up while traveling in Morocco.
Foy said she may have had them for at least 5 years before she found out. Rather than taking antibiotics, she chose dietary changes. She said she cut out caffeine despite her habit of drinking up to 15 cups of tea a day.
Wow. She also revealed she avoids gluten and sugar because of an autoimmune condition. And Foy says she's strict with her diet day to day, but happily makes exceptions when dining out. That just gives me the heebie-jeebies. I need to know more on how you caught these parasites. I need to know how I could never do that. Yeah.
Right. And living with them for so long.
Yeah, and you don't, like, were there signs or no? Like, ooh.
And girlfriend drinks 15 cups of tea a day.
Is that normal for those folks across the pond?
I think so.
15?
I think their tea is healthier. But yeah, 15. I mean,
15.
Way too much.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of trips to the bathroom.
That's a lot. That's where you went with that.
Yeah.
All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Special Olympics Washington is about more than just competition. It's also about sports, community, and belonging. Plus, a chili fundraiser this weekend. Coming up, how the organization is empowering athletes across the state and how you can get involved. It's all coming up in our 6:30 half hour.
When a migraine strikes and I've taken a Triptan, side effects like dizziness can throw me off. Migraine again. Ubrelvy works differently. It keeps me in rhythm, quickly stopping migraine pain within 2 hours. And some have pain relief that lasts all day, so I can handle whatever the day may throw at me. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Report increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur days after use. Ask your doctor how you can stop migraine attacks and stay in rhythm with Ubrelvy.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some. Gimme Some Bagels.
Attention please, about to start the show, better take your seats.
Now earn up to 4 times the rewards with the ICCU Premier Rewards Visa credit card. It's the credit card from the credit union you love.
At Core Powder Coating, we bring metal to life. From industrialized parts to custom projects, we specialize in high-end finishes that protect, perform, and stand out. The 35-foot oven, 5-stage chemical wash, and climate control facility, we handle the jobs the others can't and do it right the first time. Core means commitment, organization, reliability, and excellence. And that's exactly what you'll get on every job. Core Powder Coating, where quality meets color. Visit corepowder.com or visit us in Richland.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist Dr. Tegan Goodell is now caring for patients in Prosser and Walla Walla. Dr. Goodell provides advanced care in orthopedic surgery and sports medicine injuries, including surgery of the shoulder, elbow, knee, and ankle. Get back to doing what you love. Call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or visit prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts thanks Shelby's Floral and Hapo Community Credit Union for supporting Bikes for Tykes. If you know a child who needs a bike but can't afford one, click Bikes for Tykes on our website. From Shelby's Floral, Hapo Community Credit Union, and Apple Valley News Now, Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Thursday morning. Thanks for waking up with us. Joining us here for Good Morning Northwest, I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Josh Colbert.
It is National Weather Person's Day, so woo, congrats to Josh, yay.
Thank you.
It's also National Optimist Day. So optimal weather we're seeing.
Sunshine?
Optimistic. Not a lot of sunshine in the forecast, at least for the next couple days. In fact, no sunshine in the forecast for the next couple days.
I was trying to be
That's
optimistic.
where National Fart Day comes in.
Yeah. Because you just, on the forecast.
I'm sorry. I like the way you put it, last half hour flatulence. That's like a lot. That's a lot more
classy way of saying it.
Yeah, well, you just did that.
Let's go ahead. Let's talk about those big weather stories. And again, we have that patchy fog and gloom. I'm sorry about that, but that's going to be over the next couple of days. And then, well, hey, here's the good news. It looks like the pattern's going to break down as we head into the weekend, especially for Super Bowl Sunday. Showers looking likely by then. A lot less so for Saturday, and then the high temperatures staying mild over the next 7 days, as we'll keep it at about 5 to 10 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. Right now, you're taking a live look at Yakima. This view coming courtesy of Bimart. See all the beautiful city lights down below. Hey, look at that. Almost like clockwork. Very thick fog right now developing for Pendleton. So in that area, take it slow and use the low beams. We'll see what ends up happening in the Kittitas Valley as well, as yesterday morning there was some especially thick fog. Temperatures out there 30s and 40s across the map. The only places where we're below freezing would be up in the Cascades, but elsewhere, 43 for the Tri-Cities, 41 for Yakima. That doesn't feel too bad. Here's your hourly forecast for this Thursday for the Yakima Valley. It appears as if the fog's if it does develop in the Yakima Valley, it's probably going to lift by 9 a.m. So for today, gray, gloomy, highs in the 40s and 50s. We'll talk about how the fog ebbs and flows. Also, your ski report coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. We begin this half hour of news with Local Living, where Special Olympics Washington is about empowering people with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
Organization leaders say it's all about inclusivity and living healthy, confident lives through sports.
It's also, though, through their health initiatives, through community, through leadership, and through belonging.
And leaders add the Special Olympics is not just about competition, it's about being able to be seen for your abilities and not your disability.
All of our competitions, all of our health screenings, all of our leadership opportunities, they are all at free cost to athletes and families. And so everything is made possible by donors and volunteer support and sponsorships.
If you're interested in supporting the Special Olympics, there is a fundraising event happening this Saturday, the Tri-Cities Polar Plunge and 5K. That'll be at 10 in the morning at the Columbia Point Marina in Richland.
And we have a link to how to register up on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, Super Bowl just a couple days away, and we are live this morning in California at Levi Stadium with our Derek Dice from our sister station, bringing us the very latest on the fans, the festivities, and everything you need to know before the big battle between the Seahawks and the Patriots. We are talking Super Bowl Sunday sports live from California after the break.
But first, Josh will be back with your first alert full weather forecast that is coming up in just a few minutes.
Live with Kelly and Mark today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Really? At this rate, we're going to have to take out a second mortgage.
Don't worry, this is Grocery Outlet. Saving big's kind of the thing.
He's right. You'd be surprised how much you can get for less here. Try this.
Grocery Outlet is your extreme value headquarters. Tackle high prices for the big game with assorted 12 packs of Pepsi for only $2.99 each. No instant replay needed. This deal is only available until February 10th while supplies last. Hurry to your local Grocery Outlet today.
Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
Dear Winter, we're coming. Our squad of vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of our game. Bundle up. Toyota. Toyota has 25 all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles, more than any other brand. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Rodney Carrington.
If you've been married for 25 or 30 years, you got there because you learned how to keep your mouth shut in all the right spots. That's right.
Friday, June 26th at Legends Casino Hotel. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com or Legends Gift Shop.
Some things didn't work out like you thought they would. You ain't never been on no fancy Italian vacation, but damn it, you been to Olive Garden for free breadsticks.
Don't miss Rodney Carrington live.
Board-certified gastroenterologist Dr. Amber Sharon is now seeing patients at Prosser Digestive Health Center. Dr. Sharon provides upper endoscopy, colonoscopy, and specializes in women's digestive health. Get expert, compassionate care close to home. Call Prosser Digestive Health Center at 509-786-5599 to schedule, or learn more at prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Strong women build strong communities. Tri-County Partners Habitat for Humanity's Women Build is transforming the dining room at the UGM Women and Children's Shelter and turning it into a space of warmth, dignity, and hope. Women volunteers will demo, paint, and build a welcoming place for local women and children to gather and heal. Join our free Women Build classes February 28th through March 7th. Scan the QR code to learn more and sign up now. Let's build together.
When weather is the big story.
A highway partially collapsed. Highway 12 near Natchez.
Big story coverage.
The river is continuing to rise.
Only one station.
Several rescues are also taking place.
Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Just in time for Valentine's Day. It's the Apple Valley News Now Love and Bloom giveaway. All you need to do is enter to win today and every day on the contest page at applevalleynewsnow.com. From the Flower Bar, Jewelry Design Center, and Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We continue to track the gloom and the fog over the next couple of days. Very thick fog right now settling in the Bluefoot Hills around Pendleton. So for Pendleton, Cabbage Hill, got to take it slow, got to use the low beams. Also, we've been tracking fog all throughout the morning in and around the Kittitas Valley and on Interstate 82. Most of this will probably lift by 9 a.m. if yesterday morning was any indication. And then for tonight, it's going to be well after midnight that it'll come back. And then for tomorrow morning, we're going with the same thing. Right around 9 a.m., 10 a.m., that's probably when it's going to end up lifting. And once again, the most preferable locations for fog are going to be in the Bluefoot Hills and also in the Kittitas Valley. Okay, here is your ski report brought to you by Schweitzer. We start off at Schweitzer, and these base steps, they're tough to read. 16 inches at Schweitzer. They'll take you down to Ski Bluewood, where the base depth here, it's a little bit better, but still shy of 2 feet. 21 inches here, and then a matching 21 inches for White Pass as well. Now, there's a little bit of good news in that we do have some snowfall that's going to be on the way, but unfortunately, that is not going to be in the forecast over the next couple days. So don't expect to see any fresh powder if you're going to hit the slopes over the next couple days. But some storm systems into this weekend, into next week, could bring some snowfall. I'll tell you how much, just exactly how much we're expecting. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. All right, talking sports now this morning. The big topic that everyone cannot stop talking about, Super Bowl Sunday, is right around the corner.
It sure is. And my buddy Derek Dice from our sister station in Spokane, live at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California this morning, just ahead of Super Bowl 60. Good morning, Derek. Seahawks coming in hot.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Thanks for having me. Nice to be on the air with you here this morning. And, you know, everybody has been talking about this matchup. Seahawks and Patriots, of course, a rematch of Super Bowl 49 from 11 years ago. A game that ended in a devastating defeat for the Seahawks. Russell Wilson throwing an interception on the goal line with just 20 seconds to go in the game. Now, this is video that we took in Arizona after that devastating loss. You can see the Seahawks fans pouring out of that stadium 11 years ago, just devastated by what they just witnessed, kind of snatching defeat from the jaws of victory, if you will. But a lot of Seahawks fans are excited to get another crack at the Patriots in the Super Bowl and try to rectify what went down 11 years ago. Here's a listen to what some of the fans we talked to yesterday had to say about this matchup.
We've been waiting a long time, and I you know, what a better way to win the Super Bowl than to do it against the team that beat us 10 years ago. I mean, couldn't ask for anything better than that.
I believe in the NFL script. I think it's all happening. I think in every aspect it is. I mean, we're wearing the uniforms we lost in. We're going against the team we lost against, and we're playing in our rival stadium. It's all meant to be in every aspect.
I actually kind of like what Carson was saying there. It just seems like it's all lining up for us in the way we want it to go down. And as we come back on camera, I just want to say if the Seahawks get a chance to try to win this game down at the 1 yard line, don't do what you did last time. You should have given the ball to this guy, Marshawn Lynch. In this case, it would be Kenneth Walker, K9. If you get in that situation again, let's run the ball and not throw an interception with the game on the line. All right, so again, about 72 hours, a little more than 72 hours before kickoff here in Santa Clara. We'll have you more Seahawks coverage for you coming up throughout the rest of this week. Live in Santa Clara, I'm Derek Dice.
Fun, and I love it. Give me a little vibe check. We're hearing, just statistically speaking, that attendance is a little lower than maybe expected, but we're also hearing that 60% of people attending should be Seahawk fans. What are you seeing?
Yeah. A lot of the fans we talked to yesterday, again, just excited about this matchup. You know, even some of the 49ers fans here in San Francisco were kind of like, I know, we hate to give it to you guys, but we do think you're going to come out victorious in this game against the Patriots. So we'll see. We are going to have a chance, by the way, to get some media availability with the Seahawks again today. I believe it's the last availability with players before kickoff on Sunday. So looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. And then real quick, Derek, injury report. We're hearing that there's a possible ankle injury with the Seahawks safety. Are you hearing anything about that and how that could impact the team?
Yeah, so this is pretty key, right? Nick Emmanwori, who's been a revelation for the Hawks, second-round draft pick out of South Carolina, injured his ankle in practice yesterday. There is some video. You can probably find it on your social media feeds of him limping around a little bit, but hopefully it's just a minor ankle twist or sprain and nothing serious, because we need number 3 out there on Sunday for sure.
Yes, we do. All right, Derek Dice. Yes, thank you so much.
Sounds like divine timing. I think it's
all going to line up, right?
Yeah.
It is. All right, Derek, thanks so much for being with us this morning. Derek's going to be back with us again tomorrow morning as we continue to talk Super Bowl.
Super Bowl Seahawks Sunday. I'm excited. And keep it here, because coming up next, we've got your morning sprint, everything you need to know before you head out the door. And Josh is back with your full First Alert weather forecast. It's coming up in just a few minutes.
Just in time for Valentine's Day. It's the Apple Valley News Now Love and Bloom giveaway, where one lucky winner wins a love collection, including a beautiful flower arrangement and more from the Flower Bar, and this spectacular jewelry from Jewelry Design Center, plus a $200 gift card to a local restaurant. You can make somebody's Valentine's Day extra special. All you need to do is enter to win today and every day on the contest page at applevalleynewsnow.com. From the Flower Bar, Jewelry Design Center, and Apple Valley News Now.
Attention viewers, Good News Today, produced by Richland Lutheran Church, airing Sundays at 9 a.m., will be airing this Saturday at 5:30 a.m. And join Good News Today the following week on Saturday the 14th at 9 a.m.
Lifetime Dental is committed to providing the best dental care in the Tri-Cities by treating patients like family, as well as providing a healthy work-life balance for the team. Hear what their doctors have to say.
So I think kindness and understanding are probably the two big ones that I try to bring to my dental practice. I see dental care evolving to be more of a holistic approach, looking at the whole body as opposed to just the mouth, just the teeth, looking at the person as a whole. I'm really excited to be a part of that because I feel like that's how we should be approaching all aspects of medicine. I work 2 days a week in here. The rest of the time, I'm a stay-at-home mom. So I feel like coming in here is my break for my kids. They're amazing, but this gives me a chance to have adult conversations with people and I guess flex a different muscle.
Lifetime Dental Care, located at Queensgate, voted best dentist in the Tri-Cities 9 times.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Drs. Kopstein and King for a free live webinar today at noon and find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
Brace your taste buds. Don't miss out on the new DQ $6.99 Flamethrower Chicken Strip Basket. A spicy, bold heat, served with a side of our cool, sweet DQ soft serve as a dip. All for just $6.99. Plus, try a sweet, spicy sip of lemonade made with tahini. It's the new Spicy menu for a limited time, only at DQ.
I think this is my favorite. Okay. Hun, what do you think of this?
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Don't relocate, renovate. Avoid rising interest rates by changing your bathroom, not your home. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Saturday primetime, Rockets Thunder, Warriors Lakers on ABC.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Showers are going to be likely for Super Bowl Sunday, but Saturday looking much drier. Here's the reason why. We have 2 different storm systems that are sitting off in the Pacific right now. Storm system number 1 going to fall apart the closer it gets to us. But storm system number 2, this one is the one that's going to end up bringing us those impacts as we head into this weekend. Here's what it's going to look like in the Tri-Cities. A low end chance of some rainfall on Saturday, but yes, rain looking likely. 60% chances for Sunday, then perhaps a leftover shower for Monday, and then the forecast goes completely dry again for Tuesday and Wednesday, which is very unfortunate. Here's some of the rainfall totals we're anticipating from 4 p.m. on Saturday to 4 p.m. on Monday. Look, folks, it doesn't look like a lot for some of these locations, maybe just 1/10 of an inch for Ellensburg, perhaps a little bit more for the Yakima Valley, for the Lower Columbia Basin and the Blue Foothills. But look, this is the most rainfall we've gotten in quite some time, so we will take it. Then in terms of the snowfall, well, we need a lot more than this, but I suppose, again, we'll take it. 4 p.m. on Sunday to 4 in the morning next Thursday. 3 to 4 inches of snow for White Pass and Snoqualmie Pass. 4 to 5 inches for Oregon 204 at Tollgate. In spite of our forecast changing up a little bit, temperatures will continue to stay very mild for this time of the year. Here's what it's going to look like for today. Highs in the 40s and 50s, a couple 48s for the Tri-Cities in Walla Walla. Then for tonight, dropping down into the 30s. Some of us right around freezing. Yakima at 31, Ellensburg at 32. And in terms of our high temperatures, there actually will be a slightly more dramatic warm up in the Tri-Cities as opposed to the Yakima Valley. From Friday to Monday, a warm up of about 5 to 10 degrees. Our warmest day is going to be on Monday, so we'll be in the mid 50s, which will be about 10 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. And those overnight lows, Saturday night, especially mild, only dropping down to 42 in the Tri-Cities. That's almost 15 degrees warmer than normal, but definitely a lot colder by the time we get to Monday and Tuesday night. So here is your 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Gray and gloomy for the next couple days. Small shower chances Saturday, then rain likely Sunday. For Yakima, breezy with a small chance Small rain chance on Saturday, looking wetter for Sunday. Then in Ellensburg, foggy starts to the next couple mornings. That likely breaks up with rain this weekend. Then for Hermiston, dry and mild through Saturday, then a 50-50 chance of rain on Sunday. And finally for Walla Walla, gloomy through Friday, maybe a shower for Saturday, but wet weather looking likely for Super Bowl Sunday. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the height of the British government and the royal family rocked by the scandal surrounding accused sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein. Pilloried with questions about the now former Prince Andrew following the release of documents and photos from the U.S. government's Epstein probe. The files also shedding light on Mountbatten Windsor and his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson, who both continued a relationship with Epstein years after his 2008 conviction and jail time for soliciting a minor. Newly released emails showing the former Duchess of York in regular contact with Epstein around the time of his sentence. In one 2009 exchange, Ferguson referring to Epstein as the brother I have always wished for. And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have the very latest on how the royal family is responding. With your GMA First Look, I'm Hannah Battah, ABC News, New York.
Honey, your mouth and eyes are moving again.
Really?
Yeah. Let's go talk to your doctor. We learned the uncontrollable movements are called tardive dyskinesia, or TD, and were caused by Derek's mental health medications. Derek was prescribed Austedo XR, a once-daily extended-release pill for adults. Austedo XR can significantly reduce TD movements, with some seeing a response as early as 2 weeks. And he can stay on his mental health medications.
Austedo XR can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Pay close attention to and call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden changes in mood, or have suicidal thoughts. Don't take if you have liver problems, are taking Reserpine, Tetrabenazine, or Valbenazine. Austedo XR may cause irregular or fast heartbeat or abnormal movements. Seek help for fever, stiff muscles, problems thinking or sweating. Common side effects include inflammation of the nose and throat, insomnia, and sleepiness.
If you see TD, ask about Austedo XR.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 6:51. It's time for your morning sprint. We start with your national headlines this morning. The Supreme Court has cleared the way for California to use a new voting map. Republicans have fought against this, the Trump administration claiming one of the districts was redrawn based on race instead of politics. The court sided with the state yesterday, and California's redistricting comes after the redistricting in Texas. And this new map will put 5 GOP seats in play, and it was approved by 2/3 of the state's voters in a referendum. The Supreme Court previously approved Texas's redistricting, which put 5 House seats into play.
6:51 in your business headlines this morning. The U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission is investigating Nike over alleged discrimination against white workers. The agency says the probe focuses on whether Nike's diversity, equity, and inclusion goals unfairly disadvantaged some employees. The EEOC is seeking records dating back to 2018, and that includes layoff criteria, how the company tracks race and ethnicity, and whether that data influenced pay. Investigators also want details on over a dozen programs that allegedly restricted mentoring or career development by race. And at 6:52 in your sports headlines this morning, gold medal Olympic sprinter Sha'Carri Richardson pleading not guilty on Wednesday to excessive speeding in Florida. Richardson was arrested last week in Orange County for allegedly driving more than 100 miles an hour in a 65-mile-per-hour zone. The arrest affidavit states that she was also flashing her lights to alert other drivers to get out of her way and allegedly making unsafe lane changes. You can see, we're taking a look at the body cam footage. This footage released earlier in the week. Deputy in this footage can be heard saying that she cut him off twice in traffic and that she would be going to jail. Richardson, you see her in the video as well. She is heard begging not to be arrested, saying she didn't realize she was speeding and that one of her tires was underinflated. 6:52, and now time for the top 5 local things you need to know this morning in your morning sprint. One of the 6 bills introduced by Central Washington lawmakers to stop a proposed level 3 sex offender home in Kennewick will not advance. Senate Bill 6339 was blocked in the Senate Human Services Committee, with leadership saying it needs more work before moving forward. The proposal would have required less restrictive alternative homes to be owned and operated by the same people, aimed at preventing out-of-town investors from profiting without local involvement. Critics argue the bill would be difficult to enforce and could face legal challenges.
Franklin County Commissioner Stephen Bowman is revealing that his family was the target of a death threat about 2 years ago. During yesterday's meeting, he said multiple agencies, including the FBI, initially told him the threat was credible, but the Franklin County Sheriff's Office has released a statement clarifying that investigators, along with Pasco Police and federal partners, found no specific threat to Bowman's safety.
And Sunnyside Police are recommending the city begin the process of consolidating its dispatch center with the Yakima County Sheriff's Office. Police Chief Robert Lehman says consolidation would cost significantly less than continuing to operate the city's current dispatch center, saving about $200,000 a year. He also noted that the county plans to consolidate dispatch within the next 2 years regardless, meaning new hires could eventually be laid off. City leaders say moving forward now could save money and avoid future disruptions.
And construction is officially underway at the TriTech Skills Center in Kennewick. The 66,000 square foot upgrade will replace aging infrastructure, modernize classrooms, and improve safety while expanding space for more programs. The center serves over 1,000 high school juniors and seniors with tuition-free, hands-on career training. And while some programs have temporarily moved off campus during construction, leaders say real-world learning remains the top priority.
And the city of Grandview is moving forward with plans to expand its cemetery as available burial space begins to run low. Officials say the current cemetery has only 2 to 3 years of internment space left. To prepare, the city is expanding east of Willoughby Road and opening additional sections within the existing cemetery. Leaders say the goal is to ensure families continue to have uninterrupted access to burial services during what, of course, can be very difficult times.
Trending now this morning, we've been talking about Super Bowl Sunday all morning. You know our take on who's winning, but we have another prediction. This one from an aquarium in Connecticut.
I love it. The animals getting in on the action. So the annual Super Bowl pick at the Maritime Aquarium happened just yesterday. A handler tossing 2 footballs into the water, each marking the teams, the Seahawks and the Patriots, and it was up to Mikey, an almost 2-year-old gray seal, to make the call.
Mikey swam straight for the Patriots football. Aquarium staff say Mikey was ready for the big moment, training his retrieval skills since last fall. Those are East Coast seals.
Yeah, I like
so
the animals that pick the Seahawks.
Yeah, a little bit of bias there.
Mikey, I don't know, we got beef now.
Mikey, no bueno.
And he's going to learn on Sunday.
He'll learn.
When we win. Yeah,
he'll learn.
He's going to learn today or
Mikey,
Sunday.
He's going to change his tune on Sunday, right? Yep. Okay, well, Sunday's a perfect day to have some rain because everyone's going to be inside.
Yeah, and we need the rain too, so it's a win-win. And if the Seahawks win, then it's a win-win. Yeah, we love winning. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the current visibility out there. There's a pocket of very dense fog around Pendleton and Cabbage Hill, so please take it slow on Interstate 84 this morning. If you run into that, low beams, all the stuff we always tell you. Also, some fog adjacent to the Kittitas Valley on Interstate 82. Temperature is not all that bad this morning. Only 43 for the Tri-Cities, 40 for Yakima, 38 for Ellensburg. Of course, you'll have to have some sort of jacket as you're headed out the front door. Now, if we do have any pockets of fog developing in the Tri-Cities for this morning, looks as if that's probably going to lift around 9 a.m., 10 a.m., but we're still going to be stuck under that layer of stratus clouds all throughout the day, which means, unfortunately, it's going to be another gray and gloomy day out there. So it'll be, I just said it, it's going to be gray. It's going to be mild for today, probably another one of those days for Friday, but with those storm systems moving in for this weekend, that should break up that pattern. Rain chances very small for Saturday, at least during the day, about 10%, but showers looking likely for Super Bowl Sunday.
And thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website. That's applevalleynewsnow.com.
And Good Morning America's up next. We'll be back tonight with your local news and weather.
Have a great day.